want some of that.
It's
Jeez.
delicious.
All right. I'm jealous, but this retake is taking some time. They have no information. They were isolated over towards A, so retaking towards the site, they have to clear so much. I see this being very tricky, especially with the post-plant positioning coming out. They are dedicated towards the site, but they've got that swing of Omen over towards the halls, and they're going to have to isolate him first, but time, it's ticking, and 6 having none of it. This is a lovely beginning here. Clean as well, 3 standing.
That big gun. The pistol. Headshot or nothing. We'll see if TenZ can continue to work his magic. First opportunity, and he is instantly cut down by zombs, who just charges up the gut.
They're so confident on these ghosts. It's ridiculous. Zombs. The nation's watching, and he does at least get 2, and 6 being the support. That's beautiful. ShahZaM, good utility work. Clean, crisp, nicely handled. When they do go for the site hit that they want to, they'll be clear to do it. And also, they're trying to catch rotations. You can see the attacking side falling back to the attacking spawn, see if anyone's behind them. There isn't. So they're now going to fall back towards A. There is only 35 seconds here, Puckett. This is quite a risky hit. They might go for the dry peek once that smoke dissipates, or walk the smoke. It looks like that's going to be the case. This could catch off Cloud9, but no. TenZ is way too aware for that.
And that's the most important kill. You took out Sick, who had the resurrect. Sinatra's here to trade. Zombs is going to answer back on Vice, but it's Relyks holding strong.
Split when you got your Cypher and your Omen lingering a little bit more towards B in middle. But TenZ is actively trying to get the information on this, and so far so good until then. Shinobi going down opens up the site, and uh-oh, it's unraveling. TenZ has to try and hold on to this.
TenZ was able to get ShahZaM Sick there with the instant res. And now TenZ is deciding, do I go ahead and updraft? Do I tell my teammates I can? Well, the peak is coming from above, and TenZ somehow turns and punishes Sinatraa. The first 1v1 we see, Sinatraa had the first bullets in him, but TenZ gets the flick.
A retake time? What do we have here? We've got the Jet, we've got Omen's got a lot of utility too. They could try and base it off the back of maybe something coming in. Oh, the dry peek from TenZ. A little too early, going ahead of the smokes and the utility, but 6 gonna punish him so quickly, and now they're all pouring in from the same angle, Puckett. This might be over. I don't know if they can do this one back now.
Yeah, this is tough. We have seen...
That's exactly what you need. He doesn't need to over peek now. He needs to hold the angle, maybe a deeper one, allow the play to come through from his teammates like TenZ. He's waiting for the moment. Sova's baiting for him, tries to get the attention, but by now, look at where the T-side, attacking side of Sentinels is going. They've isolated off the Omen. Relyks would have to walk through his own smoke here, which he's gonna do. Catching off Sick, but the trade comes back in from Zombs, so the spike can be planted at B. We saw a very similar piece coming out on the attacking side from the Sentinels before, but it's retake time and it's very viable now.
Mitch just earned his res, and he is going to instantly use it, so they've got the numbers. What will they be able to do, all pushing through the middle together? It's just a Cypher and the Omen back on site, and no smokes up right now. Zom's going to try and be the one to help out his teammate here. The Cypher playing the tight corner, but it's going to be Zombs now isolated on this site. Going to find his body multiple times here with the Phantom.
I know exactly.
All 5 players stacked up in the mid as they're still working their way, getting utility out, and that ultimate is going to give them all the info they needed.
Gotta play this together, though. There's still threats with these pistols. You can't take them too lightly, especially in these players' hands. But for now, Zom's doing work. Nicely played. Sinatraa clearing up. They're keeping it clean. They're not letting any of these potential threats come through. You want to keep your economy high and ensure the opponents don't steal a gun away. They don't, maybe make some money. Sinatraa could be caught off. The cape gives it away, and Mitch is going to get that nicely. So you can see the instant trade wanted. ShahZaM going to shut it down before the gun could be recovered. And only 1 loss. This is a nice idea, but they worked it out so quickly.
And A is wide open. You can see already taken. Vice is holding up top, but there's 2 players already on the site. Now, ShahZaM is going to plant this safely by the generator, I assume. And we'll see if any ultimates will come through on a retake attempt. Relyks in the back, waiting for the flank, and there is Zom. So at least 1 player down. Still have to get through the other 4. Sick playing the site. Rest backing into main. And Sinatraa still holding from hell.
Oh, Sick on the angle there. Gonna punish TenZ. A nice attempt, but 6 now in trouble. Can't see too much. ShahZaM's got his back, trying to trade effectively. The cage goes down, and Relyks says hello. That's huge, but still, you've got dapr alive, and after that last clutch, I ain't gonna doubt him. Sentinels continue again. This is hard for Cloud9. I actually feel kind of bad for them. They're struggling here. Nice work from dapr again.
Pistols versus assault rifles all day. Vice had a sheriff, but it's not big enough. Sinatraa is going to power his way through with Zombs. 1 HP, and he keeps his gun. That's frustrating as you look at the stats after the round. Vice not able to land
Tucked away in that cubby, could do some work.
And zombs maybe popping the ultimate here as the Omen trying to just distract, but it's going to be his teammates getting run down in the middle. Sinatra's able to trade out one and pop the ultimate. He saw multiple players on the site. Can he finish these kills? Both the Omen and Cypher weak, and Relyks will go down. Now the counter ult from Shinobi. Got him pinned in wide, but unable to connect. So Sinatraa surviving, and that is going to be enough to break onto A. Mitch, operator, in hand, finds zombs as they try to...
And Sinatraa going through all that utility bucket. This is going to be tough for the playback in from Cloud9.
All right, Mitch has got the operator, though. One bullet to the body is going to give you the kill, and he actually swapped it out to a Phantom on the rotation. So Sinatraa caught peek in the wrong direction, didn't want to play the expected deep position on the site. In case that sniper came into play, Mitch have the paranoia to flash. And a good tripwire is going to slow the push. Relyks getting aggressive, goes up over the wall from Stick. They're not going to see this coming, but ShahZaM is there to punish. Spike has been located, and here comes the rotation.
Yeah, it's down to Vice to try and buy some time. He just about takes down Sinatraa. Nice pop on the ult. Maybe gets that last bit of info. How much time does he have? Not enough. dapr there on the swing. TenZ and Shinobi, though, know what's coming on. And now we're down to ShahZaM to try and do the damage. A 1v2 ain't going to be easy trying to bait it away. Tries to do what he can. Shinobi, he's having none of it.
They were having so much success on the attack. It was their defense that is the expected weakness. Here comes an aggressive paranoia, and TenZ is going to work on top of it. 3K to kick that round off. A big start here for C9. Now they're starting to build that confidence.
TenZ is not take. So they've left the B site completely. They've stacked up in middle, and surely ShahZaM has just seen all of that. So this should spur on the hit. It does. Here comes dapr leading the way, trying to clear out the site. Sinatraa does find Vice, but by now the revive comes back in as the trade was there for Mitch, and Mitch is just on patrol here, not allowing people to cross cleanly towards the site.
It's the final round of the half. Could be playing this one slow to go for the resurrect, but TenZ isn't slowing down by any means. Out comes the jet ult, and the daggers come flying. Mitch looking for more. It's TenZ who's gonna get his second, and there we go. 3 kills for each players and the defuse. Cloud9, after looking so sloppy, what was it, 7-1 at the start? They come back and make this a 2 now on the defense. Cloud9, remember, 7-5 in the group stages on their attack. Will they get that early momentum and win the pistol game? Six says no, and how good has this man been in the pistol rounds? Last time he opened up with the first 2 picks, same thing here in round 13.
Defensive-sided aggression on the pistol off the back of that contact, leaving the last 2 players for the newly appointed attacking side in all kinds of trouble. Relyks, oh, the timing couldn't have been worse. Vice there, trying to do what he can, finds zombs. Relyks goes back in. The camera can act as almost an additional man for information for free. So here we go, going to spot the first, but can they control the hit now coming through? TenZ is right there, but TenZ goes down. Nice control from zombs. 3 is exemplary, but there are still players around that could cause problems. 15 HP ain't a great deal.
Vice is able to pick up 2. Round's not over yet. Now it's going to be so tough. Last man standing, Relyks is going to fall. Spike's already going down, but dapr will find Vice. Spike planted. 4 attackers left. What can TenZ do from the top? There's his first. Sick is pushing through the smoke, and he's just dropped down. So they're going to force the pressure from the top. Instantly, the owl drone is going to be cut down, and Shinobi holds strong. On the flank, though, it's zombs. TenZ answers back. Good round so far for the attackers, and with just Sinatraa left, Mitch is going to eliminate him.
But now they're going to find out as TenZ just walks in.
Mitch still holding mid while everyone else is pushing through, and there's the first stinger removed in the hands of zombs. Shinobi about to get a lot more information. They'll be able to shut the door, and they know all 3 are going to be pushing from the same direction. One player up top, though, is it's Sinatraa on the rotation with the Odin, finds TenZ. ShahZaM now gets his 3rd and 4th kill. What a play. The duo of ShahZaM and Sinatraa getting the job done. For Sick in the mix as well.
I love that, though.
He was dodging, he was healing early in the round, but you got to keep your eyes on TenZ. Anytime he has this jet ult up, he is able to do damage. There's the first. Gets the instant reload. Down goes the second and finds the third. TenZ, 3 means that he will be able to get this plant off, and with just 2 defenders left, they're going to be in trouble going up against one of the best jets in the game, but a single bullet will cut him down.
No pressure, TenZ. Watching this cross. He gets one more. it's got to be done. They've got to be so aware of this angle. There it is. Execution towards dapr. And you can see zombs trying to bait it out, but TenZ isn't falling for anything. As an individual, even on no HP, he is still operating at such a high level. Zombs does find him. How much time was bought? A great deal. I think Zombs knows it's now or never. Good random choice towards shinobi, but he's got to move fast here, fuck it.
Has no idea where this player is in shinobi's paranoia. ShahZaM has been on point with his breach ultimate. The rolling thunder could totally throw off everyone on site. Gonna force a player out. Perfect cage timing though, as you're gonna see Vice buying time. And I think it's all gonna be based off of how ShahZaM plays. Here it comes.
That's huge. That's really big. sinatraa in compliment as well. Find shinobi. Vice doing what he can, but it's down to one. Mitch tucked in the corner, but time is ticking. He just has to buy time, but they're trying to stick the defuse here. dapr is on patrol, but he's got no HP. Mitch is good for one. He comes up the defuse. Is there time?
You gotta have.
I don't know if there is. It's gonna be so close. No! Beautifully played by Mitch to buy just enough time.
Taken down Homeless last night, who had upset T1 earlier in the bracket. It's been a fun tournament to watch, and definitely one of the most exciting finals we could ask for.
Why am I seeing ghosts in the kill feed? Excuse me? There we go. Thank you. Thanks for... Don't make me nervous. Don't make me nervous. sinatraa, stop it. Don't do this.
They're not going to do it. Brought back to full health. TenZ, just 24 HP. One bullet will take him down. Sentinels are stacking up. Everyone pushing from the same side, and dapr and ShahZaM are going to power their way through the first two. Final player in the back, it's Relyks. It's a Bulldog. It's a Dream versus 4. He's stalled, but not long enough, as it will be Sentinels taking their 11th round here. A strong defense after giving up a few to Cloud9.
Personal this time just pops it straight up and down. Looking around, looks towards heaven, he finds one. TenZ is looking good on this, and there's another victim. TenZ is so damn good in these rounds. But Spike's not gone down here, Puckett. There's still dangers aplenty.
I don't know how he does it. He is so consistent. Definitely the most efficient player with a Jet ultimate. Now, he may have to bait a teammate or two here, but expect him to be good for the right click. And down goes the wall. TenZ is going to punish zombs. Don't you reload at me, boy. Doesn't have his up trap, so he's going to have to play low ground here. But what should have been a round for the Sentinels, the Jet, a superhero, is going to keep 4 up for the attackers with 2 defenders probably keeping their guns.
TenZ is just a goddamn game changer.
Okay,
this guy,
sinatraa.
He's okay. sinatra's not he's not out of it, but the time's not going to allow much more. They can cost him,
Right.
but the round's theirs, no matter which way you want to cut this. And TenZ's value, every day of the week, 3-2 split for now. There goes Omen's utility, trying to set up plays through short, and now let's see what ShahZaM can do. Plenty of utility, but it's zombs to succeed against Mitch and shinobi, but TenZ still stands, and that means there's always a threat around.
I know exactly.
Out comes the Cypher ult. Good recon dart coming in from sinatraa, though, is going to give some information to the defenders. Now, ShahZaM is trying to set this one up with some bursts through the wall, force players into his teammate. As sinatraa is pinching from the opposite side, ShahZaM is doing the damage himself. TenZ versus ShahZaM, and the duo again holding it down as Sick is going to get the defuse. That may be the game winner for the Sentinels. Will they be able to lock this one up?
This might be trickier to take.
And do you remember last time with the Rolling Thunder? That is the attempt again on the retake, but this time ShahZaM cut down. sinatraa did find TenZ. And with the Sheriff, he could have had a second one here. Nice trade as his teammate was backing him up. That was sick, but both players now down on site. Spike is going to go down any moment. This is going to be up to dapr working with his Omen. And what can they get done? dapr taking down TenZ as the res comes in from Mitch. Dapr's so clean so far. And that's a great paranoid.
This is not looking too good if you're Cloud9. These post plants have to hold, and zombs find shinobi. There's still one standing. And around the world we go. Look, who's buying time? It's the other Omen. They've readjusted. Zombs is none the wiser, but can they do... He's holding it. Just gets off the defuse. Relyks, well played to Relyks there. So well there as well. Oh, everyone's going for these crazy plays. TenZ pops the ult. They're all looking for those opening picks, but no one's giving it away just yet. Relyks finds ShahZaM, and suddenly it's looking pretty good for OT if they keep going this way.
dapr on your screen with a terrible weapon for this range, but he is going to make it work. That is Stinger taking down Relyks. Out comes the knives, though. TenZ finds one. Can't finish off Sick, and Sick is going to make that one count.
It's a 2v3. It's not over yet. Sick needs to do more, and he's done just that. One towards Mitch.
Wow.
The second again. This is 3 now for him. He finds a third on Vice. And it all falls down to the final man standing, Shinobi. In the 1v2, he's full HP, decent armor. They've got the good read here, Puckett. They know where he is. He won't. Surely he doesn't get a free spike plant, or do they play purely for this retake? They're getting close. They want to end this one now.
In-game leader for Cloud9 will be outgunned by Zombs, and that will do it. Sentinels lock up map number 1, 13-11, way closer than we saw in the group stages. And if this first map is any indicator, this grand finals is gonna be so tight.
That's huge. Again, most people coming into this would argue, yeah, this is the Sentinels map. It's a really good map for them if they...
And does sinatraa have any more curveballs, or did he use them both to break his way out of Garage? That's going to be the question for me on the retake. TenZ is going to punish Stick through the smoke, and ShahZaM will answer back on Relyks, who's holding down long A. So it's just 2 players on the site. TenZ about to have his hands full, trying to do work with the Classic, and now he's got help. Mitch is going to go down, so it's only TenZ, and finally they will be outgunned. ShahZaM going to pick up that defuse, and he is going to be working his way towards an ultimate early.
But TenZ, always a threat. So crossfire in middle might be undone if they're not careful.
Big wall going up. Is there a hole? Nope. It's going to be clean. As I say it, it's actually dapr who's going to rotate around and get the triple there. The Spectre is clean, but TenZ still alive. He took that early. Everyone is stacking up C long. This could be a hugely punished. Good paranoia, but it's going to be Sick holding strong on the back of the site. Kills scored back, left, and right. It's just ShahZaM left now in the 1 versus 2. Mitch. Will he be able to get the pick? ShahZaM with some nice jump peeks is continuing to do the damage, and that spike is still not planted, but the res comes in, and Vice holds strong.
He's feeling out the pressure here. Puts the smoke down towards middle now. Probably gonna be a little bit worried. They're up on the site. That was a beautiful blind coming out from the Omen. Spike gonna be planted, and suddenly this defensive side is pretty cut off. Now, they're going in individually. I'm a little worried they're not waiting on those rotations, but maybe feeling they can make it count while they can, while the players are close by. But it's not worked out. It's trading effectively for the attacking team. And as much as they did remove some of those 50-50 angles before, there's still some that remain, so dapr better be on point. Relyks again proving his value in droves. This man's nuts so far in this game. His value is insurmountable. Does he check the corner? Of course he does, but he loses it. So now there's a chance, but it's a thin one, and it gets put to bed instantly. TenZ instantly on the aggress as well. Not going to slow down. Not going to hinder him for a second. ShahZaM outdone already.
ShahZaM only hit one of those blades, and he was expecting the kill. That's going to be costly. sinatraa investing his run it back as well. Out come the curveballs, but he's slowed down. Great Cypher play from Vice as he locks it up, keeps his teammate alive. And now sinatraa is making the noise. Saw the tip of the gun, and he's going to punish Vice. Able to get some help from ShahZaM just in time. The duo doing work at long. And Zombs is going to cut down TenZ. It's just the 2 attackers left, but Mitch, he's been on fire.
Mitch
There are
playing.
2 more for him.
My God, that was good. That flank just kept it safe. That just flying up short. They need to get the spike towards site, and they've done just that. Switching over to Mitch, and now suddenly Relyks is on patrol. Gonna try and keep Sick humble. Might buy him some time on the rear. Just no! Overly confident that it was gonna work out to blind Sick, and he's had none of that. Gonna get them back, keep the economy strong, keep their players up. And again, time for the defuse to come in. It's recovery, but it was I'm gonna say it for what I feel it was a little bit there. Now, they have noted both players, so this is a bit worrying now. This commitment towards A-Long is pretty isolated. TenZ is going to find ShahZaM. sinatraa is very much on his own. He's going to try and buy as much time as he can. He's trying to survive, and he's done so well to do just that. Takes down TenZ from the grave, and this should allow time for rotations, but it's just Zombs here.
Just Zombs, and he doesn't use the maul. He didn't want to pull it out. Thought they could be coming up faster, and instead he is going to be found in the body. Great shots coming through by Shinobi. Now it's the retake. Can they pull off the 2v3? It's going to be Sick working with dapr. Sick already pushed up as dapr is distracting from heaven, was able to find the first, and now actually is behind him at CT, it looks like. So both players trying to watch each other's back. Down goes dapr. Sick is
Spike now planted. Let's look at those post plants, but look at that Sage. Look who's lurking towards B. That's going to be a big factor. It's going to keep these players busy, and it's Mitch this time towards Zombs. Beautifully handled. I love seeing a little bit of alert coming in, especially with favorable numbers. Why not try it? They can fall away now. They can try and catch anyone desperate to save, knowing that maybe with that jet still up, you want to take away whatever gun ShahZaM has, and, well, he's going to keep hold of it for now, but it's worth it to try and do the damage. The economy, the defensive side is looking pretty shattered here.
ShahZaM wins his. Vice is going to take down Sinatraa, though. Only a stinger, so not the best weapon to try and save for the next round. As ShahZaM looks for exits, able to get his second of the round. Shinobi is going to be on a nice flank, though, and if TenZ is looking forward, he could be the first one to fall. Relyks is on the other side of the wall. zombs is actually going to hold true with the ghost as he gets the first pick on Mitch. That is going to delay the spike plant, and the spike is having to rotate out. ShahZaM on the flank doing huge damage as he finds his third, looking for a fourth. Shinobi able to answer back. TenZ is going to try and hold the door as everyone is rotating through the defender spawn. Sinatraa leading the charge, caught with a curveball in hand, but he's traded out as Sick is able to pick up the kill. Now ShahZaM trying to work magic, but the brimstone late smokes coming into play.
They're holding it. I'm pretty sure they're still on this one. ShahZaM's going to re-smoke it. Double dips on it. He's still going, and he's still got it. Nicely done from ShahZaM.
Hey, watching your flank. That's where they got punished last time. ShahZaM was able to loop around through when they tried to go for the B plant. This time, TenZ going up and above, but zombs was playing way deep. Is going to use his ultimate, the orbital strike. Going to force everyone out. Stops the plant attempt.
Spike. Oh, he just cancels it. Nice work from Sinatraa to push in on that timing. Loses out to Vice in the end, but the spike now down is going to be on the attacking side to try and make it back up. But Vice is being just a real threat here, and ShahZaM. Can you go big again? This time a little bit trickier, but with that spike being where it is, there's a chance for a bit of play here.
Great timing by Vice. As soon as dapr goes to throw the ult, the peek comes in and makes this a 1v2. Operator inside a bubble on B site, pinched between two players. Good luck, ShahZaM. That's going to be the half. 8-4, Cloud9. They pick
change when we switch halves, but to me, this is a big win condition for the Cloud9 side. They had to bounce back, and they've done just that, which I really, really like for them. I'm glad to see them looking very competent. We had some great rounds from ShahZaM. Obviously, this is just... that's just cheeky, right? You love to see that. But overall, this is a really good sign for Cloud9. They needed this one. This is a nice
script and win 3 in a row off of some big plays. Sinatraa has been pure with the frenzy and the pistol rounds. This time, though, a great paranoid comes in as it's Relyks and Shinobi holding down in. Will the wall go up? Sick. Down to about 10 HP. The paranoia is going to find at least 2, and the bulldog will find more. Relyks doing the damage. Sick still alive in the middle for now. But he's got an Ares and 2 pistols looking his way. Everyone's gonna.
If any utility throws him off, so far so good. He can hold this. He can commit. You can see they're lining up, and here we go. First is good. Is there gonna be a second peek from him? That's a bit bold. A little bit too bold for me. And it's suddenly opened up an avenue in which this retake is looking worse. But dapr, he's good for one, but not the second. Mitch is there. And it's all gone terribly wrong for the Sentinels. An over-peek potentially from ShahZaM.
You can't punish with the Sheriff in time. Does massive damage, but not enough to finish.
So far, so good. Spike is down, though. So they've got to keep this clean. You don't want those threats to arise. We've said it before. These rounds are scary because you can lose out to those pistols, those, lighter purchases, potentially. Nice work from Sinatraa. There's a little bit of a threat here, but 20 seconds here, Pocket. This is going to be late in the day now.
Gotta get onto this site, gotta get this plant down, or at least pick up all of the kills. Mitch holding strong as Relyks chimes in with 2 of his own. That is already 3 down. Make it 4, and once again, dapr is going to fall for the second time as Relyks picks up round. So they are nowhere near bringing back the numbers. This is fully a 3 versus 5 with 50 seconds, and it TenZ in your face. He's going to find his third. Get the ace, TenZ. I'm ready for another highlight clip. Let's put this game away and move forward. Now, the ultimate is still available for zombs. That's the only thing that I can see in their favor, and I'm just going to shut up and watch TenZ for a little bit.
Okay, let's watch TenZ in his natural environment here, prowling and destroying Sentinels one by one. Unfazed by anyone. I don't know what zombs does, man. What can you do in these buckets?
Okay, all right, they're giving them the opportunity for the ace, and there it is. TenZ and Cloud9 will tie up this series 1-1 after a fantastic attacking half. They hold it down on defense and tie this one up.
We're expecting this push. And the timing of the wall was so clutch, it does not prevent them to move with the molly. The kills are starting to come in fast and furious. Sinatraa, he's going to get picked off by Shinobi. The in-game leader has himself 3 kills. Last player left alive. It's going to be Sick. Can Sick live up to his name? Looking for another, but he can't quite get the shot off. His teammate is going to stick it. Sick goes through the smoke. He goes through the smoke, but Relyks is right there. And they manage to get this one. I thought that it was looking like Sick might have been able to clutch. Mitch is going to engage here in just a little bit. Does come around the corner. Relyks gets that first blood on dapr. What a shot there from Mitch. Looking for another. Does land it. That's going to be a triple for Mitch. What a play there as well. Strike, and he's going to call this one. Mitch does get the headshot. Orbital strike is now going to come down. Players are going to have to get out of that one. Kills starting to now come in hot and heavy. And just like that, Cloud9 in a blink of an eye are up
weapons if they don't feel like this is doable. Time is ticking away, so they have to go soon. The orbital strike does force one out, and that's going to be
beautiful.
As quick as that. Zombs gets a 3K, and they were able to just get...
Look at the evidence, just the confidence from him as he pushes out. Does do some damage. Shinobi's there to back him up. Some more kills starting to come in, and the defenders once again would hold this one off. Courtesy one, Hunter's Fury is going to come out. ShahZaM has him lined up. Did actually tag one, looking for an angle on the other side, but while that's going on, you have teammates continuing to clear out some more kills. Sick and dapr are certainly going to be good for advice. Was in a bit of a pickle there. Dapr's going to be on the opposite side, and there was just a little too much for TenZ to worry about there. So now that this wall is going to go down, this is where sinatraa can actually go a little crazy. Locates one, tries to get the second, but Relyks is going to be up on heaven and try and protect himself there.
Right here.
These players are going to be dangerously weak, Askin.
He got some big damage done there. He does have orbital strike as well. Opts not to go for showers. Instead, he sends it towards Lance, but here comes shinobi now. He has prime position. And there is going to be a very weak player in Lance. He gets the tags. Now he just needs to hold this.
Ooh, winnable, winnable, winnable. Oh, my word. Shinobi. I mean, dapr had just 3 HP, man. I thought that if he was... Advice is going to try and even the odds here. Sinatraa connection on devices. He went back for the peek again. Shinobi going to be way back in sight. Will be good for the kill against ShahZaM. Sinatraa, while that was going on, actually pushed forward. Relyks is there to back his buddy up, and he is actually going to get out of there, Shinobi, because he was a little weak. And then Mitch from heaven with another shot, and he backs away because he was weak, but also wanted to
went for the big old flankaroonie. We'll get the first nice little headshot onto Relyks. Now he knows that there's one player in heaven. We'll be able to heal himself up. Can have a little look. He is going to look towards short here as well. He gets the second, and this could be the third. He does go for the spray down. Now will we see the possible clutch here from Sick?
Sick is going to be dancing around the truck here. Mitch is going to be creeping around the corner cold with this op, and the connection's not there, and Sick clutches it after the plant. Oh, you let him know. Let him know. Oh, my. Down. Orbital strike's now going to come down here, but sinatraa around the corner. Relyks does get the kill. Spike is planted. Mission is done. Sick brings dapr back into the fold here, but it's going to be short-lived because Relyks is there for 2. Mitch picks him up.
You will not kill my ally.
And now we're starting to see here as a half is looking, well, mighty fine for Sentinels, given how it started. But I think Cloud9, they're going to be more than okay with the 6 around this corner. Look at that flash off there. Relyks, he was just caught off guard. Sinatra's waiting for the support on heaven, which 2 players are going to be there to back him up. TenZ, though, isn't going to give him the time to be able to settle. And while that goes down, dapr does get the final 2 kills. To commit to this, and zombs has a great angle, can get some shots off, but will be backed away. Sinatraa with 3, looking for another one, but there's shinobi. He had his back, his teammates back, does get that kill. 17 HP. Credit there to zombs, man. He did that play yet again, and it worked out, but the difference here is that he had dapr to help him. Last player, it's going to be shinobi and zombs, a bulldog and a dream.
They used the wall so early on in the round, but here comes Sick straight onto the side, gets one onto Mitch, bursts straight through the cyber cage to try and find a second, but he doesn't. Relyks and shinobi will clean things up, leaving just the lone ShahZaM on his own, and this is going to be a save, I'm sure.
He doesn't have a lot of options, unfortunately, for him, but he's going to have to fly over this one. Rockets down, boom, does get the kill, but his teammates, they just get shredded like Swiss cheese inside of the showers. Relyks, though, he's going to be good for 1, does come out. And this spike now should be able to go down here. Oh, no.
Careful now.
He's burning him. He's burning him. He burns him. Sinatraa gets cooked, Relyks. But now it's the 2 aces here. Sinatraa versus TenZ, but TenZ comes out on top. Ties it up 9-9.
Oh, my goodness. There are a few weak players now.
Yeah, they are. They are rolling deep here. I love it. Me and my posse. Well, you know, posse's kind of weak, but you know, it's okay.
Might just be the perfect distraction. You can see, yeah, there is the res, but there's the opposition orbital strike. You don't see it on camera, but in the minimap it was there. Shinobi goes onto site to take down Sick, but the res does not count for anything. Straight away, the orbital strike shuts it down.
Oh boy, I did not see that one coming. Vice stuffed by zombs. Zombs still hugging this wall. Shinobi's going to push up with all the confidence in the world. This was such a critical round for them. Only player left alive is Mitch. Zombs 3 kills that round, no problem. The critical round for Cloud9. They come out has just been on fire thus far. And to think that he was on the sights of TenZ. TenZ does find the target. Instead, it's going to be Sick who goes down. There goes TenZ, and he finally will do the job against zombs. 1 player left alive. It's dapr. He's clutched out these a few times. These players are going to be very weak. Sage, super weak, but it's Mitch. Mitch, ladies and gentlemen, begins. ShahZaM gets that first pick. It's going to bring things up to 4-4. ShahZaM is also going to be dangerously low as well. TenZ nails the shot. Shinobi. Oh no, Shinobi has to be careful not to take this over to his teammates. And ShahZaM gets another kill. 2 players left alive. 6 around the corner. Shinobi goes down. It's just down to Relyks, and Relyks can't do it. A tied game. Relyks cannot do it. 4 kills for ShahZaM. He was a superhero at the end of that one.
What a nade that is. dapr has to push because of it. TenZ gets the frag, and he gets a second. But there are trades from Sick and zombs, so it's a 3 versus 3 now, GB.
TenZ gonna hold the angle here, and he hits the shot. Orbital strike is down. He tries to fly away from there and will manage to do so with 77 HP. The spike, luckily, was actually going to be further away from them. TenZ has managed to obtain it.
And he gets Showstopper.
He has Showstopper, man. This is huge. Ooh, oh, he doesn't have a blast pack. He doesn't have a blast pack. He's gonna have to shoot through it. He's hopping around. Just jump in here. Relyks is holding this angle. Oh, but ShahZaM connects. Only player left alive is TenZ, and he just has an op, 77 HP. They know exactly where he's going to be here as well. Shock Dart is out, but TenZ, if he holds this angle, but zombs is there and connects it. Oh boy, we got ourselves a bit of a nail biter here, Gaskin, as Sentinels will get match point.
Now as all the utility is going to be spammed from Sova, but
dapr
he
gets
spots out 2, but dapr gets 2 openers of his own, and now this could be the end. Is nigh. sinatraa is there to get a 3rd, and surely Sentinels win from this point. At least Vice has done something, but he's in a 1 versus 4, GB, and I don't think this is going to go well.
Yeah, as I heard in an old Halo match all these years ago, push because you can't lose. That's basically where it's at right now, and they do it just like that. Sick gets the final kill, and Sentinels pick up the win here in game number 3. But what a match it was, a nail biter till the end.